Time to go make a movie.
Lights.
Movies are dreams that you never forget.
Camera.
Action!
Are you ready to fly?
I'm ready.
Holy f***, got it!
Run, OJ! Run! Yes!
Wherever we go, this family is our fortress.
Show them who we are.
People are amazing.
Of all the places I could be, I will always want to be here with you.
I want to be trapped there forever and ever and ever.
So let's just call it quits.
We won't call it quits. We'll call it the start.
We can't outrun this guy. We got to eject.
What?
We need altitude.
No, we don't.
Pull the ejection handles the second I tell you.
I don't want to pull the handles. I don't want to pull the handle. I'm not pulling. What's wrong with this guy?
There's no other way. Eject, eject, eject.
Why are you like this, Tom?
Ladies and gentlemen, your host for this evening, Jimmy Kimmel.
Thank you. Thank you. Give me a second to adjust my danger zone here. My banshees are caught in my inner Sheeran right now. All right, I'm good. Welcome and congratulations. Welcome to the 95th Oscars. It is. We made it. You made it. Congratulations. I know that being here tonight is a dream come true for most of the people in this room. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of it, especially this year when the world finally got out of the house to see the films you worked so hard to make the way you intended them to be seen, in a theater. And I also want to say that I am happy to see that Nicole Kidman has finally been released from that abandoned AMC where she has been held captive for almost 2 full years now. It's good to have you back, Nicole. And thank you for encouraging people who were already at the movie theater to go to the movie theater. You look great. Everybody looks so great. When I look around this room, I can't help but wonder, is Ozempic right for me? We have so many first-time nominees here. In the acting categories alone, there are 16 first-time nominees, including Jamie Lee Curtis, including Ana de Armas, Colin Farrell, Michelle Yeoh, Brendan Fraser, Ke Huy Quan. This is, I think, a great piece of Oscar trivia. 31 years ago, in 1992, Brendan Fraser and Ke Huy Quan were in a movie together. Remember which movie it was? Encino Man. Two actors from Encino Man are nominated for Oscars. Okay? What an incredible night this must be for the two of you, and what a very difficult night for Pauly Shore. Maybe it's time to reboot Biodome. Why not? All the top 10 highest grossing films this year were sequels or franchises. They say Hollywood is running out of new ideas. I mean, poor Steven Spielberg had to make a movie about Steven Spielberg. Congratulations, Steven. Look at this, by the way. I want to say, right here, this is my favorite duo of the year, Steven Spielberg and Seth Rogen. What a pair. The Joe and Hunter Biden of Hollywood. Seth, what are you on right now? Be honest. Nothing? Mushrooms, right? Did you give one to Steven? Give him one. Let's see what happens. Maybe he'll make something crazy. Steven claims he's never even smoked weed, which I find hard to believe. You mean to tell me you were sober when you made a movie about an alien who eats Reese's Pieces all day and can't remember how to phone home? Yeah. You were high as a bike when you made that movie. Steven is the first director to be nominated in 6 different decades for an Oscar. It's remarkable. This time, as you know, he is nominated for The Fabelmans, which is by far his most personal film. They say, write what you know it. And they say also, write what you know your mom did with your dad's best friend. And Steven did that, and the result was yet another Oscar nomination for the great Michelle Williams, who is right there, Michelle. And The Fabelmans wasn't an easy shoot for Michelle. After almost every take, Spielberg would rush up to her with tears in his eyes, and he'd scream, "That's not how Mommy said it." I also want to extend congratulations to Steven's longtime collaborator, the maestro John Williams, who is now the oldest nominee in Oscar history. And he looks great. John turned 91 years old last month, and he's still scoring, if you know what I mean. And by the way, if you've never made love to the score from Raiders of the Lost Ark, do yourself a favor. Only Walt Disney, this is great, only Walt Disney has been nominated for more Oscars than John Williams. He's been nominated 53 times, and nominated 53 times, he's won 5, which honestly is not that great. But good luck tonight. It was a very good year for movies. Business is booming. I know people like to debate now which is better, movies or TV. But here's the thing, no matter how good a show is, there are some things movies could do that TV just can't. For example, a TV show can't lose $100 million. Is the gang from Babylon here? They know. I was just asking if they were here. I was welcoming them. At least Babylon got released in August. You know, Batgirl became the first superhero to be defeated by an accounting department. And then we had the big one, the long-awaited Avatar, The Way of Water, which gave the director, the producer, Jim Cameron, another opportunity to do what he loves to do more than anything else, drowning Kate Winslet. The sequel to Avatar, it's the most expensive movie ever made. Disney spent $2 billion on this movie. Just to break even, all of Nick Cannon's kids had to see Avatar 4 times. And they did, I guess. James Cameron is not here, by the way, tonight. You know a show is too long when even James Cameron can't sit through it. Some of the cynics are saying Jim Cameron isn't here because he didn't get a Best Director nomination. And while I find that very hard to believe about a man of such deep humility, he does have a point. I mean, how does the Academy not nominate the guy who directed Avatar? What do they think he is, a woman? Thank you, ladies. It was some year for diversity and inclusion. We have nominees from every corner of Dublin. 5 Irish actors are nominated tonight, which means the odds of another fight on stage just went way up. And while we're on the subject of diversity, I want to say, especially those of you watching at home, there are a number of excellent films and performances that were not nominated tonight, including Till and The Woman King, which are both based on true stories with great performances from Danielle Deadwyler and Viola Davis that are very worthy of your time if you haven't seen them, as is a small independent film called Top Gun Maverick, the movie that saved the movies. Everyone loved Top Gun. Everybody. I mean, Tom Cruise with his shirt off in that beach football scene. L. Ron Hubba Hubba. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tom and James Cameron didn't show up tonight. The two guys who insisted we go to the theater didn't come to the theater. So if you're hoping to get a look at Tom Cruise, he's not here. Or maybe he is here. Maybe that's Tom Cruise right there wearing a Judd Hirsch Mission Impossible mask. There's only one way to find out for sure. Judd, we're gonna need you to drive a motorcycle off the roof of the theater. You know who else is here? The right excellent Rihanna is with us tonight. Rihanna got her first Oscar nomination for the song Lift Me Up from Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Last month she performed at the Super Bowl, and tonight Rihanna will be performing at our halftime in just about 4.5 hours from now. Rihanna has a 9-month-old backstage, and he's very cute. He pooped during rehearsal. You know the last person who pooped backstage at the Oscars was? That accountant who mixed up the envelopes. Rihanna is here. Lady Gaga is here. Wonderful. My God, even Elvis is in the building tonight. There he is. Austin Butler. Austin, as you know, is a first-time nominee. He was so convincing as Elvis, still is. This is a good Hollywood story. Before they started shooting Elvis, Tom Hanks gave Austin a vintage typewriter as a gift, and in it, he left a note written from Colonel Tom Parker to Elvis. So then Austin used the typewriter to write Tom back as Elvis Presley, and they got to know each other by sending letters back and forth as Elvis and Tom, which just goes to show you how incredibly silly this all is. You have silly jobs, but Austin, you're so talented. I know Elvis would have loved your performance, and in fact, according to my QAnon Reddit page, he did. We know this is a special night for you. We want you to have fun. We want you to feel safe. And most importantly, we want me to feel safe. So we have strict policies in place. If anyone in this theater commits an act of violence at any point during the show, you will be awarded the Oscar for Best Actor and permitted to give a 19-minute-long speech. No, but seriously, the Academy has a crisis team in place. If anything unpredictable or violent happens during the ceremony, just do what you did last year. Nothing. Sit there and do absolutely nothing. Maybe even give the assailant a hug. And if any of you get mad at a joke and decide you want to come up here and get jiggy with it, it's not going to be easy. There are a few of my friends you're going to have to get through first. You're going to have to get through the heavyweight champ, Adonis Creed, before you get to me. You're going to have to do battle with Michelle Yeoh before you get to me. You are going to have to beat the Mandalorian before you get to me. You are going to have to tangle with Spider-Man. You are going to have to tangle with Fableman. And then you're going to have to go through my right-hand man, Guillermo, if you want to get up to this stage. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, I should say the other Guillermo, not Del Toro. Yes, that one. Okay, there you go. I know he's cute, but make no mistake, you even so much as wave at me, that sweet little man will beat the Lydia Tarr out of you, okay? There will be no nonsense tonight. We have no time for shenanigans. This is a celebration of everyone here. You told us you wanted all the categories back in, and we listened. They're all back in. That's right. We will be showing all 23 categories live tonight, except for one. Earlier tonight, Best Picture went to All Quiet on the Western Front. Congratulations to Germany. We put all the categories back in because the movie community wanted it, almost as much as the television community didn't want it. So, no complaining about how long the show is. I saw all your movies. Now it's my turn to make you sit in the theater for 3.5 hours. That doesn't mean we don't want to hear you speak. We do. We want your speeches to be moving. We also want to keep it moving. So, if the speech goes on too long, this year we're not going to play you off stage. Instead, we have a group of performers from the movie RRR who are going to dance you off stage. If you go too long, we're going to Bollywood Gong show your ass. So let's get this going. Please welcome our first presenters of the night, Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt.
Can you do any of those moves?
I can, yes.
I would have liked that as I walked out later. Hello. We know the show just started, so we're going to get straight to the point. We're here to present the award for Best Animated Feature.
Yes. Yeah. Animation. But where does one even begin to adequately capture the magic that is animated film?
I don't know, but that's why we're here. So these are the nominees for Best Animated...
And let's think about it. Well,
come on, it's a long night. Long night.
That word, animation. Like many words, it comes from the mother tongue, Latin.
Oh, my God.
Its root meaning? To bestow life. Huh?
Dwayne, we just need to keep this moving, because do you see they're exhausted just even at this?
Emily, is it? Yes,
no, we're just wasting time.
You know, I mean, really think about it. Is it really wasting time to say that animation is the very definition of film, artfully telling sophisticated? Thank you.
You know what?
See that?
Yeah.
Artfully, thank you guys, artfully telling sophisticated narratives frame by frame. That it's tied to the origin of cinema itself and encompasses a whole array of visual styles and techniques as displayed by, thank you, the nominees this year.
That was very, very nice.
Thank you.
Very, very nicely put, and I'm going to give you that one.
Here are the nominees for Best Animated Feature Film.
Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Guillermo del Toro, Mark Gustafson, Gary Unger, and Alex Boakley.
You must try your best, and that's the best anybody can do.
Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Dean Fleischer Camp, Elizabeth Holm, Andrew Goldman, Caroline Kaplan, and Paul Mazzei.
Sometimes people say that my head is too big for my body, and then I say, compared to what?
Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, Joel Crawford, and Mark Swift.
Fear me if you dare.
The Sea Beast, Chris Williams, and Jed Slanger.
You didn't stop me, did you?
That's not the same thing.
Isn't it?
Turning Red, Domi Shi and Lindsay Collins.
I like gyrating! I'm 13! Deal with it!
Okay. And the Oscar goes to Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Guillermo del Toro first saw Walt Disney's Pinocchio as a child and felt it was the first time somebody captured how scary childhood could be.
Wow. Thank you. It's so good to know that this art form that we love so much, stop motion, is very much alive and well. I want to thank Shadow Machine and the crew up in Portland. I want to thank the Henson Company and Lisa Henson. I want to thank my beautiful wife and Sebastian as well, and this man who was really the genesis of everything, including my drinking problem.
Thank you. Animation is cinema. Animation is not a genre. And animation is ready to be taken to the next step. We are all ready for it. Please help us. Keep animation in the conversation. I would like to thank Netflix and Ted Sarandos for sustaining his faith in us to make this movie. And I want to dedicate this to the love of my life, my wife Kim, my kids, and my mom and pop. They're not here anymore, but they are here with me, and I'm your son, and I love you. Thank you.
Coming up, Ariana DeBose, Troy Kotzer, and a performance by Sophia Carson. And later, the award for cinematography. To learn more about our nominated cinematographers, scan the QR code on your screen. Welcome back to the Oscars. Throughout the night, we'll present all of our Best Picture nominees. Here's the first. With 4 nominations, this is Avatar: The Way of Water.
The way of water has no beginning and no end. Life to death. Darkness to light. Water connects all things.
Welcome back. That was Avatar: The Way of Water, the 3rd highest grossing movie of all time. James Cameron has now directed 3 $2 billion movies, or given his marital history, 3 $1 billion movies. We have a lot of history in the making tonight, including a man who could become our oldest acting winner ever, one of my favorites, Judd Hirsch. Judd turns 88 years old on Wednesday. 88 years old this week. So we're going to do his category first. Let's do it. Here to present the Oscar for Actor and Actress in a Supporting Role, last year's Actor and Actress in Supporting Roles, Oscar winners Troy Kotzer and Ariana DeBose.
Hi, babes.
We are thrilled to be back to present the Oscars for Best Supporting Actor and Supporting Actress. Besides sharing groundbreaking wins last year, we also share a love of collaborating with others to connect with an audience.
And we are both so pleased and encouraged that the movies and the people who make them are becoming more inclusive and more of a reflection of the audiences that are inspired by them.
In many earliest opportunities, my roles were voiced by other actors off stage. Tonight, it doesn't matter where the sound comes from. This is me signing. And I am delighted to honor these artists.
Though the characters they played are not considered leads, their contributions to a film and the importance of their roles are pivotal. Here are the nominees for performance by an actor in a supporting role.
Brendan Gleeson, The Banshees of Inisherin.
Here's something that does last. Music lasts, paintings last, and poetry lasts. 50 years' time, no one will remember any of us.
Brian Tyree Henry, Causeway.
There was a car accident with Jess, my nephew, on the causeway. I just remember looking in her eyes. It's like she was saying bye. Like, see you later.
Judd Hirsch, The Fabelmans.
So you like the movies, huh? You love those people, huh? Your sisters, your mama, your papa. Except
This, I think you'll love a little more.
Believe me, Sammy boy, I get it. Family, art. It'll tear you in two.
Barry Keoghan, The Banshees of Inisherin.
Yeah, what I was wanting to ask you was, you probably wouldn't ever want to, I don't know, fall in love with a boy like me, would you? Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Oh, there goes that dream.
Ke Huy Quan, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Dear Evelyn, there's a great evil that has taken root in my world and has begun spreading its chaos to like the many verses. All those years of searching have brought me here, to you.
And the Oscar goes to Ke Huy Quan.
Ke Huy Quan made his big screen debut in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and played Data in The Goonies. He holds a film degree from the USC School of Cinematic Arts and has worked as a stunt coordinator and assistant director.
Thank you. Thank you. My mom is 84 years old, and she's at home watching. Mom, I just want an Oscar. My journey started on a boat. I spent a year in a refugee camp. And somehow, I ended up here on Hollywood's biggest stage. They say stories like this only happen in the movies. I cannot believe it's happening to me. This is the American dream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the Academy for this honor of a lifetime. Thank you to my mom for the sacrifices she made to get me here. To my little brother, David, who calls me every day just to remind me to take good care of myself. I love you, brother. Thank you to Kendall for all your support and everything you've done. Thank you to A24, to Daniels, Jonathan, Jamie, Michelle, and my Goonies brother for life, Jeff Cohen. I owe everything to the love of my life, my wife, Echo, who month after month, year after year for 20 years, told me that one day, my time will come. Dreams are something you have to believe in. I almost gave up on mine. To all of you out there, please keep your dreams alive. Thank you so much for welcoming me back. I love you. Thank you.
Oh, my Lord, I'm a big old softy up here crying like that.
I feel you.
Okay.
And now to the equally exceptional women who captivated us with emotionally searing performances. Here are the nominees for performance by an actress in a supporting role.
Angela Bassett, Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?
Hong Chow, The Whale.
You listen to me. He doesn't need saving. In a few days, he's probably gonna be dead. So what he needs is for you to leave him alone. I'm the only one who can help him. You understand me?
Carrie Condon, The Banshees of Inisherin.
Hey, what the hell's going on with you, me brother?
You can't just all of a sudden stop being friends with a fella.
Why can't I?
Why can't you? Because it isn't nice.
Jamie Lee Curtis, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Now, you may only see a pile of boring forms and numbers, but I see a story. So I can trace the ups and downs of your lives. And it does not look good. It does not look good.
Stephanie Hsu, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I'm tired. I don't want to hurt anymore, and for some reason, when I'm with you, it just hurts the both of us. Just let me go.
And the Oscar goes to...
Jamie Lee
Jamie Lee Curtis made her big screen debut in the horror classic Halloween. 45 years later, she was an executive producer on the final installment, Halloween Ends.
Stop! I have 45 seconds, and I promised Janet Yang I wouldn't do it well because I'm a good girl. I know it looks like I'm standing up here by myself, but I am not. I am hundreds of people. I'm hundreds of people. I am where are the Daniels? Daniels, Jonathan, Leyline, the entire crew, my bae Michelle, Key, Steph, the entire group of artists who made this movie. We just won an Oscar. To my dream team, my agent Rick Kurtzman, Alan Wertheimer, Heidi Schaefer, Sean James, Grace Ahn, Jane Ross. We just won an Oscar. To my family, my beautiful husband, Christopher Guest. Our daughters, Annie and Ruby. My sister Kelly, we just won an Oscar. To all of the people who have supported the genre movies that I have made for all these years, the thousands and hundreds of thousands of people, we just won an Oscar together. And my mother and my father were both nominated for Oscars in different categories. I just won an Oscar.
Please welcome Cara Delevingne.
To try and summarize the experiences of all those who identify as women in one movie would be impossible. But the 7 short films helmed by 7 female directors that make up Tell It Like a Woman demonstrate how important it is for individuals to control their own narratives. When we get to tell our own stories, we can thrive. Here performing Applause from Tell It Like a Woman, please welcome honorary Oscar winner Diane Warren and Sophia Carson.
Recognize who you are. Sometimes I know it's so hard, but you shine. You're a supernova, superstar. They can't stop your tattoo. Stand up, raise your hands up. 14-time Academy Award nominee Diane Warren. Give yourself some applause, you deserve it. Give yourself some respect, cause you've earned it. Give yourself some love, cause you're worth it. You're worth it, yeah. Let them know you know it. Go and show you own it. You're bold, you're bad, you're strong. Give yourself some applause. Give yourself some. To each and every single woman in this room, and to all the women of the world, give yourself some applause. Give yourself some. Give yourself some respect. Give yourself some applause.
Coming up, Riz Ahmed and Amir Questlove Thompson. Later, Jennifer Connelly and Samuel L. Jackson. To hear behind-the-scenes stories from the makeup and hairstyling nominees, scan the QR code. Welcome back to the Oscars. With 6 nominations, the next nominee for Best Picture is Tar.
She is one of the most important musical figures of our time. Lydia Tarr.
What is it? We have a problem.
You honestly believe what they're saying?
I'm worried. She's starting to disappear into herself.
Beautiful.
That is Tar. Cate Blanchett is nominated for the 8th time tonight. She's incredible, as she always is, and the movie is absolutely masterful. And let me tell you, you see only one movie this year that starts with the main character being interviewed for 15 minutes by New Yorker staff writer Adam Gopnik. Make it Tar. You'll be glad you did. Our next category is documentary feature, which, as you may recall, is where we had that little skirmish last year. Hopefully this time it goes off without a hitch, or at least without hitch. Please put your hands together and then keep them to yourself for Oscar winners Riz Ahmed and Amir Questlove Thompson.
You know, they say truth is stranger than fiction. Well, this year's nominees for Best Documentary told stories that you really could not make up, with an emotional rawness that most fiction can only really aspire to and be inspired by. And you know what I mean? I gotta say, I loved your documentary last year. Like this year's nominees, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I loved it.
Thank you.
And what was so special about it was like a lot of these nominees, it told an amazing untold story.
Thank you, man. You know, we're making a documentary using never-before-seen footage. It gives new life and new meaning. And it's just one of the techniques used by these documentarians. Basically, others use archival photographs or in innovative ways or spent years following their subjects, both animal and human.
Right, but no matter what the approach, these filmmakers captured these universal truths through such unique stories, whether it was about orphanages or political dissidents, injured birds, groundbreaking artists, and even volcano-chasing lovers.
And what brought these stories to life on screen are these filmmakers' unique lenses and points of view.
So here are the nominees for Best Documentary Feature Film. All That Breathes, Shaunak Sen, Arman Maan, and Teddy Lifa.
और ज़्यादा birds गिरने लगे हैं। ऐसा लगता है कि दिल्ली एक बड़ा सा wound है और उस पर हम सिर्फ एक छोटा सा बैंडेड ही लगा पा रहे हैं।
All the Beauty and the Bloodshed, Laura Poitras, Howard Girdler, John Lyons, Nan Golding, and Yoni Golihov.
Many people have started to refuse donations from the Sacklers.
Fire of Love, Sarah Dosa, Shane Boris, and Ina Fitchman.
Peut-être faut-il avoir une certaine philosophie de l'existence pour se mesurer aux monstres volcaniques.
A House Made of Splinters, Simon Lorraine Wilmot and Monica Hellstrom.
Каждый ребенок оставляет неизгладимый след на стенах приюта.
Navalny, Daniel Rohr, Odessa Ray, Diane Becker, Melanie Miller, and Shane Boris.
Те люди, которые сейчас обиделись на то, что они меня все-таки не убили, и я выжил, и теперь угрожают меня посадить.
And the Oscar goes to Navalny, Daniel Royer, Odessa Ray, Diane Becker, Melanie Miller, and Shane Boris.
Director Daniel Rohr and his team filmed Alexei Navalny while he was in hiding from the Russian government at a remote location in Germany.
Thank you to the Academy. We are humbled to be in the company of such an extraordinary crop of documentary filmmakers. These films redefine what it is to make a documentary. To everyone who helped make our film, you know who you are. Your bravery and courage made this film possible. We owe so much to our Bulgarian nerd with a laptop, Christo Grozev. Christo, you risked everything to tell this story, and it's investigative journalists like you and Maria Pevchik that empower our work. To the Navalny family, Yulia, Dasha, and Zahar, thank you for your courage. The world is with you. And there's one person who couldn't be with us here tonight. Alexei Navalny, the leader of the Russian opposition, remains in solitary confinement for what he calls, I want to make sure we get his words exactly right, Vladimir Putin's unjust war of aggression in Ukraine. I would like to dedicate this award to Navalny, to all political prisoners around the world. Alexei, the world has not forgotten your vital message to us all. We must not be afraid to oppose dictators and authoritarianism wherever it rears its head. I want to invite Yulia to say a few quick remarks. Yulia?
Thank you, Daniel, and thank you to everybody here. My husband is in prison just for telling the truth. My husband is in prison just for defending democracy. Alexei. I am dreaming the day when you will be free and our country will be free. Stay strong, my love. Thank you.
It's an emotional year.
Yeah, it is.
Well, look, most of the film and video we watch these days is short form. And these next nominees are pushing the possibilities of that medium to its fullest. If feature films are like novels, short films are like poetry. You've got to distill all that emotion, suspense, and impact right down to a fraction of the length.
Here are the nominees for Best Live Action Short Film.
An Irish Goodbye, Tom Barkley and Ross White. Ifalu, Anders Walter and Rebecca Pruzan. Le Pupille, Alicia Rovaker and Alfonso Cuarón. Night Bride, Ivik Tveitan and Gata Lead Larson. The Red Suitcase, Cyrus Neshvat.
And the Oscar goes to An Irish Goodbye, Tom Berkeley and Ross White.
Tom Berkeley voiced Prince Harry's thoughts in a TV documentary. Ross White hails from Belfast, the filming location of An Irish Goodbye.
Dearie me. Thank you so much to the Academy for this incredible, incredible honor. Thank you to our fellow nominees, all the nominees for your work. It inspires us so very, very much. Thank you to everybody back home in Northern Ireland who helped us make this film. We wish we had the time to list you all here, but you know who you are. There's something very important we'd like to speak about as well.
This award is actually the second most important thing about today because it's this man's birthday. He's out here in Hollywood wearing a leopard print suit jacket. We'd love to use the rest of our time up here to sing for James. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear James. Happy birthday to you.
Welcome back to the Dolby Theater. Nominated for 9 Oscars, this is All Quiet on the Western Front. And now, Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors.
Hey, Auntie, we love you. A question.
Answer.
Okay, a question for my director. You ready? Let's do it. How do you make a character massive, imposing, and dominating?
Oh, well, first of all, we cast you.
It's a great answer, Michael.
Thank you, thank you. Second, give the cinematographer the space to put the camera low
pointing up, like Spike Lee and his legendary cinematographer Ernest Dickerson did with Malcolm X, as you can see here, with their signature double dolly shot. Cinematographers find new ways to push the limits of film and storytelling each year. Back in the day, director Orson Welles and his cinematographer Greg Toland had to be innovative because they were using a camera like this. Oh, that's a beast. Yeah, I mean, that was before cell phones. So they actually cut a hole in the floor and physically lowered the camera. Okay. That's what I call a workout and a flex. It's a pretty big flex. But the result was this shot. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most creative.
In fact, creative vision is a trait shared by the next outstanding artist. Here are the nominees for Achievement in Cinematography.
All Quiet on the Western Front, James Friend. Carter, False Chronicle of a Handful of Truths, Darius Kanji. Elvis, Mandy Walker. Empire of Light, Roger Deakins. Tar, Florian Hofmeister.
Okay, and the Oscar goes to All Quiet on the Western Front, James Friend.
James Friend studied electrotechnical engineering and got his first chance to work on sets as an electrician. An advocate of mentorship in the industry, he has inspired to become a filmmaker at 13 when he first saw Alien.
Well, it's not my birthday. But I feel like it is. I mean, what an honor. Academy, thank you so much. Thank you for everything. And my fellow nominees, your work is just outstanding and inspires me. And just thank you for everything. My entire crew who made this happen for me and made me look better than I am. My darling mum and dad, who, when I was said I want to run off to the circus, join the circus of the film industry, they believed in me, and thank you. And my beautiful wife and Cara Jean, my brother and my sister, who just, pushed me and pushed me and pushed me, and Edward Berger and just thank you so much. I'm sorry if I've missed anyone out, but thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Please welcome Donnie Yen.
As an action filmmaker who has choreographed and performed in countless fight scenes in 80 movies, I know you should always be prepared for whatever twists and turns come your way. 1 minute, you're fine. The next, your fingers are hot dogs. Every day we're confronted with new choices, and it's hard to know which path you should follow. This next song reminds us that you don't need to know how to verse jump or experience the entire multiverse at once. You just need to enjoy the ride. Here to perform This Is the Life, from Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Please welcome Sunlock's Stephanie Hsu and Academy Award winner, David Byrne.
This is
and you choose me.
Not only what we saw,
every space and every time. This is a light, many worlds that could have been
from
entangled for eternity.
not only hands and toes, not only what we've known. This is our life.
Slow and sudden miracles.
View of other worlds from our windowsill with the weight of eternity at the speed of light. This is our life. This is our life.
Coming up, Margot Robbie and Morgan Freeman. Later, Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Paul Dano with the award for costume design. To meet our nominated designers, scan the QR code on your screen. We're back. With 2 nominations, our next nominee for Best Picture is Women Talking.
We were given 2 days to forgive the attackers before they returned. If we did not forgive them, we would be ordered to leave the colony.
We must decide now to stay and fight or leave.
This is how we want to teach our daughters to defend themselves.
When we've liberated ourselves, we will have to ask ourselves who we are.
Here are Oscar winner Jennifer Connelly and honorary Oscar winner Samuel L. Jackson.
As we've seen tonight, every artistic contribution is vital to the process of making a movie. As actors, we work very closely with hair and makeup teams.
They're our friends. They're our therapists. In fact, Jennifer and I have had the pleasure of being personally transformed by several of the nominees, but we wish them all good luck, even the ones we haven't worked with, because we may end up in your chairs too.
The astonishing work that these artists have accomplished this year display their profound skill and technical expertise. These films wouldn't be the same without them.
And we can thank these gifted collaborators for always helping us look the part. Here are the nominees for achievement in makeup and hairstyling.
All Quiet on the Western Front, Heike Merker and Linda Eisenhamrova. The Batman, Naomi Don, Mike Marino, and Mike Fontaine. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Camille Friend and Joel Harlow. Elvis, Mark Coulier, Jason Baird, and Aldo Signoretti. The Whale, Adrian Moreau, Judy Chen, and Anne-Marie Bradley.
And the Oscar goes to The Whale. Adrian Monroe, Judy Chen, and Anne-Marie Bradley.
The team transformed Brendan Fraser into the whale through the first-time use of all digital prosthetic makeup for a major feature. This pushed Fraser's weight into the severest extreme without covering his face and allowing for his emotional range of expression.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'd like to thank the amazing makeup artists that worked with us to create the character of Charlie. So Kathy C., Chris Gallagher, Michelle Bougie in the shop, the entire makeup team, our director, Darren Aronofsky, who pushed us to new heights. Thank you. Our amazing actor, Brendan Fraser over there. Thank you. Thank you. Our producer, the studio, A24, and the Academy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Darren, for everything.
Welcome back to the Oscars. With 9 nominations, including Best Picture, this is The Banshees of Inisherin.
If I've done something to you, just tell me what I've done to you.
I just don't like you no more.
I think I need to spend the time I've left composing.
No one will remember any of us. But everyone knows Mozart's name.
Well, I don't, so there goes that theory.
What's going on with you, meeting brother?
He's dull, Siobhan.
But he's always been dull.
You used to be nice, and now, do you know what you are? Not nice.
That wouldn't be a sin now, would it?
Some things there's no moving on from, and I think that's a good thing.
This is Jenny. She is one of the stars of Banshees of Inisherin. Or Jenny. Not only is Jenny an actor, she's a certified emotional support donkey. Or at least that's what we told the airline to get her on the plane from Ireland. So if you're feeling upset or that you win or you're anxious or maybe you just love mules, feel free to come up and give her a hug. And Jenny, I want you to see, there's your friend Colin right there. And there's your friend Brendan, whose finger you ate. You want to say thank you for your finger? All right. Let's get you back on that Spirit Airlines flight now, huh? Next, with the award for costume design, please welcome Steven Spielberg's father and Jonah Hill's mom, Paul Dano and Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
I would just like to begin by saying thank you to the Academy, because for those that do not know, every year the Oscar for costume design is presented by the most stylish and fashion-forward actress in Hollywood.
And Paul Dano.
Being nominated for an Oscar is the second greatest honor a costume designer can receive. The greatest honor is when an actor accidentally takes their beautifully designed costume home with them.
Seeing these exquisite designs up close, you know exactly why their designers are nominated tonight, and exactly why they might end up hidden in an actor's car trunk or gym bag. And by the way, Julia.
Yes.
That is a gorgeous dress you're wearing.
Oh, thank you so much. It's from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, 1989.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Costume Design. Babylon, costume designed by Mary Zophres. Black Panther Wakanda Forever, costume designed by Ruth Carter. Elvis, costume designed by Catherine Martin. Everything Everywhere All at Once, costume designed by Shirley Kurata. Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, costume designed by Jenny Bevan.
And the Oscar goes to Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Ruth Carter.
Ruth Carter's first job in film was designing costumes for Spike Lee's 1988 film, School Days. Ruth Carter utilized 3D printing technology to create a crown and neckpiece for Queen Ramonda in Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Oh my God. Wow.
Beautiful work.
Wow. Oh, nice. Nice to see you again. Thank you to the Academy for recognizing the superhero that is a Black woman. She endures, she loves, she overcomes. She is every woman in this film. She is my mother. This past week, Mabel Carter became an ancestor. This film prepared me for this moment. Chadwick, please take care of Mom. Ryan Coogler, Nate Moore, thank you both for your vision. Together, we are reshaping how culture is represented. The Marvel family, Kevin Feige, Victoria Alonso, Luis D'Esposito, and their arsenal of genius. Thank you. I share this with many dedicated artists whose hands and hearts helped manifest the costumes of Wakanda and Tolakan. This is for my mother. She was 101.
Please welcome Deepika Padukone.
An irresistibly catchy chorus, electrifying beats, and killer dance moves to match have made this next song a global sensation. It plays during a pivotal scene in RRR, a movie about the friendship between real-life Indian revolutionaries Alluri Sitarama Raju and Komaram Bhim. In addition to being sung in Telugu and illustrating the film's anti-colonialist themes, it's also a total banger. It's earned millions of views on YouTube and TikTok, has audiences dancing in movie theaters all around the world, and is also the first song ever from an Indian production to be nominated for an Oscar. Do you know Natu? Because if you don't, you're about to. From the film RRR, this is Natu Natu.
పొలం గట్టు దుమ్ములోన పోట్ల గిత్త దూకినట్టు పొలేరమ్మ జాతరలో పోతరాజు ఊగినట్టు కిర్రు సెప్పులేసుకొని కర్ర సాము చేసినట్టు మర్రి చెట్టు నీడలోన కుర్ర గుంపు కూడినట్టు ఎర్ర జొన్న రొట్టెలోన మిరప తొక్కు కలిపినట్టు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నాటు 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 వీర నాటు 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 ఊర నాటు 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 పచ్చి మిరపలాగా పిచ్చ నాటు పోయేలా దండన కరమోగినట్టు సెబులు సిల్లు పడేలాగా కీసు పిట్ట కూసినట్టు ఏలు సిటికలేసేలా ఎవ్వారం సాగినట్టు కాలు సింధు తొక్కేలా దుమ్మారం రేగినట్టు ఒళ్ళు చెమట పట్టేలా ఈ రంగం చేసినట్టు నా పాట చూడు నాటు 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 వీర నాటు 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 పూర నాటు
Coming up, Salma Hayek Pino and Antonio Banderas. And later, Hugh Grant and Andy McDowell present the Oscar for Production Design. To learn more about our nominated production designers, scan the QR code on your screen.
I just need to get 30 seconds of room tone. We good? Okay, good. See, folks, it's not just about the actors. Sometimes we like to do jokes for the technical categories. And that was a little something for the audio team. Thanks for all the warm hands and microphones, guys. And by the way, I know we lost an hour because of daylight saving time, but I spoke to the producers, and good news, we've added that hour into the telecast. Please welcome Eva Longoria and the president of the Academy, Janet Yang.
Hello, everyone. Have you been enjoying the show so far? You're such a beautiful audience. You make our job easier. I am so thrilled and proud to lead the Academy along with our extraordinary CEO, Bill Kramer, and our incredibly dedicated Board of Governors. You may know us best for the Oscars and celebrating current films each year, but the Academy works year-round to preserve film history as well as inspire and nurture future generations of film artists and technologists. We have robust talent development programs, the most extraordinary global film collection, and the largest film museum in the world, the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures.
If you have visited us in Los Angeles or virtually, you know that our fantastic museum offers exceptional exhibitions, screenings, educational programs that illuminate the vast world of cinema. You'll learn about the work of all the collaborators who make movies unforgettable. You'll be transported, moved, and inspired in ways that no museum has done before.
Here at the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures, we tell the diverse and inspiring stories of cinema.
We create immersive exhibitions like The Godfather, which celebrates the collaborative process of making this unforgettable masterpiece.
We showcase how filmmakers have invented worlds and characters through animation, costume design, and more.
We bring iconic props back to life, from Sam's piano in Casablanca to Bruce the Shark from Jaws.
We bring important film histories to light, from the Jewish immigrants who founded the Hollywood studios to the early innovators of African-American cinema.
We celebrate global cinema
and inspire the next generations of filmmakers.
And of course, we offer an up-close look at the Oscars, screenings of classic films, and a fantastic museum store.
The Academy Museum is where we come together through our passion for cinema. Join us in person in Los Angeles, learn more on our social, and check us out online at academymuseum.org.
And now, Academy Award nominees Salma Hayek Pino and Antonio Banderas.
Movie lovers from around the globe go to see movies to experience a full range of emotions, to laugh, to cry, to escape, ultimately, to be told a good story.
We want to see compelling characters go through the dynamic range of human experiences, spanning from joy and guilt to triumph and love.
The nominees in the next category come to us from Poland, Belgium, Argentina, Ireland, and Germany. Although these filmmakers may be from different countries and cultures, they have proven that the language of storytelling is universal.
Here are the nominees for Best International Feature Film.
From Germany, All Quiet on the Western Front, directed by Edward Berger. From Argentina, Argentina 1985, directed by Santiago Mitre. From Belgium, Close, directed by Lukas Dont. From Poland, Io, directed by Jerzy Skolimowski. From Ireland, The Quiet Girl, directed by Colm Beret.
And the Oscar goes to Edward Berger, All Quiet on the Western Front.
This is the 12th nomination for Germany and third win. All Quiet on the Western Front is the 8th non-English language film to be nominated for both International Feature Film and Best Picture in the same year.
And this, only one.
Thank you. God, this means so much to us. So I met so many new friends on this movie. My cinematographer, James Friend, who's won an Academy Award. My costume designer, Lizzie Crissell. My production designer, Christian Goldbeck. My hair and makeup designer, Heike Merker. And I owe everything to you. I owe everything to you and the rest of my crew. But the other day, I walked into a brunch here, and I met another cinematographer, James, don't, it's about another movie, and it was Florian Hofmeister, who was also nominated for an Academy Award for Tar. And we held each other, we're from the same town, we held each other, and for 30 years, we made our first movie together. I was his assistant, and we held each other, and for 30 years, it felt like there was an embrace of all the hard work that went into this, and it's just deeply moving for all of us. Thank you, Netflix, for supporting us. Thank you to my wife and my kids. Thank you, Ted Sarandos, Sasha Bühler, Scott Stuber, and David Cossey for making our movie. Thank you, Malte Grunert, these two wonderful actors. My producer, Daniel Brühl and Albrecht Schuch, the actors, and especially Felix Kammerer. This was your first movie. This was your first movie, and you carried us on your shoulders as if it was nothing. Without you, none of us would be here. Thank you, Felix.
Coming up, Pedro Pascal and Elizabeth Olsen. And later, Mindy Kaling and John Cho present Best Original Score. Will John Williams make Oscar history tonight? To meet our nominated composers, scan the QR code. Welcome back to the Oscars at the Dolby Theater. With 7 nominations tonight, including Best Picture, this is The Fabelmans.
In this family, it's the scientists versus the artists.
Shouldn't you be filming this?
$100 for a hobby?
Can you stop calling it a hobby?
You always dismiss what he does. It's playful or imaginative.
You stop making movies, it'll break your mother's heart.
You do what your heart says you have to, so you don't owe anyone your life.
Well, we are at the Oscars. We have many more awards to go. How are you guys holding up? Everybody okay? Yeah, you're hanging in there? I put food under your seats. I don't know if you noticed it, but all right. This point in the show kind of makes you miss the slapping a little, right? 3 of the 8 categories that are making this show longer tonight are for shorts, ironically. Here with the Oscars for documentary and animated shorts, Elizabeth Olsen, and a guy most of America is watching on either HBO or Disney Plus right now, Pedro Pascal.
Rather than shy away from a challenge, the filmmakers in these next categories have embraced it, presenting stories in a limited time frame.
But these limits had no effect on the types of stories they could tell or the depths they could explore.
Here are the nominees for Best Documentary Short Film.
The Elephant Whisperers, Kartiki Gonsalves and Gunit Monga. Haul Out, Evgenia Arbugaeva and Maxim Arbugaev. How Do You Measure a Year? Jay Rosenblatt.
Measure a year.
The Martha Mitchell Effect, Anne Alvergue and Beth Levison. Stranger at the Gate, Joshua Seftel and Connell Jones. And the Oscar goes to The Elephant Whisperers, Kartiki Gonsalves and Gunit Monga.
Gunit Monga was amongst the first producers from India to be inducted into the Academy. Kartiki Gonsalves' work travels extensively to capture visuals that will raise awareness about cultures, animals, and the environment.
I stand here today to speak for the sacred bond between us and our natural world, for the respect of indigenous communities, and empathy towards other living beings we share our space with, and finally, for coexistence. Thank you to the Academy for recognizing our film, highlighting indigenous people and animals, to Netflix for believing in the power of this film, to Bowman Belly and for sharing their sacred tribal wisdom, to Gunit, my producer, and Sikya, to Douglas Blush, my mentor, and my entire team, and finally to my mother, father, and sister who are up there somewhere, and you are the center of my universe, to my motherland, India.
These next nominees used animation to make the most of their limited screen time, employing a variety of visual styles and techniques to carry out a story in 40 minutes or less.
In just 24 minutes, one nominee even managed to fit in an entire year's worth of
What, Pedro?
Well, you'll find out when you watch this.
Oh, how thrilling. Here are the nominees for Best Animated Short Film.
The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, Charlie Mackesy and Matthew Freud. The Flying Sailor, Amanda Forbes and Wendy Tilby. Ice Merchants, Joao Gonzalez and Bruno Caetano. My Year of Dicks, Sarah Gunnarsdottir and Pamela Ribben. An ostrich told me the world is fake and I think I believe it, Lachlan Pendragon.
And the Oscar goes to The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, Charlie Mackesy and Matthew Freud.
The animation team behind The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse worked remotely throughout COVID to create a look that closely resembled the ink and watercolor illustrations from the book on which it was based.
We'd never made a film before, so this is bewildering beyond. And I know the protocol is to say thank you a lot, but I'm British, so I'm more comfortable saying sorry. So I'm really sorry to all the people who should be on this stage with us. We had an extraordinary team with Cara Spella and Peter Bainton and JJ and Hannah and Izzo and John and our amazing cast and over 100 animators. I'm also really sorry to my children and my girlfriend and my colleagues at Freud's for basically being absent for the last 2 years as this film took flight. But this statue is for the dog, Vincent, and the boy, Charlie.
Hello. I'm sorry. I'll be brief. It's a recurring theme, the apology. I was in my village very recently, and a lady came up to me and said, I hear you're going to that Oscar thing. And I said, yeah. And I said, I think I'll need help with my clothes. And she said, you will. And it's a recurring theme with clothing and myself. And she then said, there's a long pause, and she said, you know, Charlie, I think it takes a lot of courage to make a film. And I think when you go there, there'll be a lot of very, very brave people in the same room. And I looked at her and said, yeah, I think you're right. And it's really true. The people that I've worked with, they've tolerated me for 2 years. And they're brave and kind. And thank you so much. And thank you to my mum and my family and my dog, who I've left behind, who's actually in a hotel. I hate to say that, I'm so ashamed. I wasn't really meant to say that, I'm sorry. Anyway, thank you so much for this. Thank you.
I wrote this song with my friend Blood Pop for the film Top Gun Maverick in my studio basement. It's deeply personal for me, and I think that we all need each other. We need a lot of love to walk through this life. And we all need a hero sometimes. There's heroes all around us in unassuming places. But you might find that you can be your own hero even if you feel broken inside. Hold my hand, everything'll be okay. I heard from the heavens that clouds have been gray. Pull me close, wrap me in your aching arms. I see that you're hurting. Why'd you take so long to tell me you need me? I see that you're bleeding. You don't need to show me again. But if you decide to, I'll ride in this life with you. I won't let go till the end. So cry tonight, but don't you let go of my hand. You can cry every last tear. I won't leave till I understand. Promise me, just hold my hand. Hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand. I'll be right here, hold my hand. Hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand. I'll be right here, hold my hand. I know you're scared and your pain isn't perfect. One time I gave up on myself. I heard a story, a girl, she once told me that I would be happy again. Hold my tonight, but don't you let go of my hand. I heard from the
Coming up, Andie MacDowell, Hugh Grant, Mindy Kaling, and John Cho. And later, Andrew Garfield, Florence Pugh, Janelle Monáe, and Jessica Chastain. To hear our visual effects nominees discussing their work, scan the QR code. Welcome back to the Oscars. Now, with 3 nominations, here's Best Picture nominee, Triangle of Sadness.
The success of a luxury cruise depends on 2 moments. The first hours and the last day the guests are on board.
Everybody, let's keep calm.
And while you're swimming in abundance,
It's not about the money.
It's not about the money.
the rest of the world is drowning in misery. That's not the way it's meant to be. But I know you have a good heart in there somewhere.
Everyone's equal.
And now, Hugh Grant and Andie MacDowell.
Lovely to be here.
It is lovely. We're actually here to do 2 things. The first is to raise awareness about the vital importance of using a good moisturizer. Andie has been wearing one every day for the last 29 years. I've never used one in my life. Still stunning, basically a scrotum.
The second is to celebrate the role of the production designer in the making of a great movie. What are you doing? These unsung geniuses, armed with world-building imaginations that sometimes exceed all budgets, create new environments from thin air.
And here are the nominees for Achievement in Production Design.
All Quiet on the Western Front. Production design by Christiane M. Goldbeck. Set decoration by Ernestine Hipper. Avatar: The Way of Water.
Production design by Dylan Cole and Ben Proctor. Set decoration by Vanessa Cole. Babylon. Production design by Florencia Martin. Set decoration by Anthony Carlino. Elvis. Production design by Catherine Martin and Karen Murphy. Set decoration by Bev Dunn. The Fabelmans. Production design by Rick Carter. Set decoration by Karen O'Hara. Off you go.
Oh, thank you. And the Oscar goes to All Quiet on the Western Front. Kristen M. Goldberg. Production design, Ernestine Hipper. Set decoration. Nobody can hear me.
Thank you so much, dear Academy. I'm completely blown away. I would like to thank, first of all, our beautiful director, Edward Berger. Without you, I could have not done it. This whole thing was a real team effort. My heart goes out to all the other HODs who worked on this project. I could have not done it without you. Malte Grunert, thank you to take me on this show. Absolute pleasure. And first of all, I want to give this to my two beautiful sons, Zebedee and Gustav. Thank you.
I have to thank my parents. Mama, Papa, I love you. And my sisters and my dear friends. And when I started this, I was told, Ernestine, don't ever forget, you're only as good as your team. So this is to all the hardworking people in Prague and all the teams that helped me to get on this stage. And Academy and everybody, thank you so much. I'm so honored. Thank you.
Please welcome John Cho and Mindy Kaling.
The musical score of a motion picture can invoke a multitude of feelings: the fear of unseen danger, the excitement of death-defying action,
the hell no when Lydia Tarr sees a replacement conductor,
the terror of mispronouncing the Banshees of Inisherin on national television,
and the horror of a movie star. The horror of a movie starting and realizing that I left my phone in the car.
Yeah, yikes. I've been there. Here are the nominees for Best Original Score.
All Quiet on the Western Front by Volker Bertelmann. Babylon by Justin Hurwitz. The Banshees of Inisherin by Carter Burrow. Everything Everywhere All at Once by Song Lux. The Fabelmans by John Williams.
And the Oscar goes to All Quiet on the Western Front. Volker Bertelmann.
Volker Bertelmann discovered piano at the age of 9 and formed his first rock band at 14. While in school, he began studying medicine and then switched to business economics.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks to the Academy for this huge recognition. When I was working on the film, I was thinking a couple of times of my mom, because she was telling me every now and then, when you want to change humanity and empathy in the world, you have to start by yourself and with your own surroundings, because you learn by that and you can show actually how we all can live together. So, you know, by working on a film like that, you always are deeply touched, and sometimes you have to make the screen very small because there are so much explosions happening. I want to say thank you to my wife, Elizabeth, and my kids up there, Lotte, Paulina, and Lucas, to Malte Grunert and Edward Berger and the whole cast and crew for their amazing craftsmanship, to Netflix for their huge support, and to my fellow nominees, Carter, John, Justin, Son Lux, that I can be a part of such a unique, human, and diverse group of talented composers. That's, for me, a big gift. And last but not least, I want to thank all of you for this wonderful evening. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Bill Kramer, CEO of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Throughout the year, the Academy recognizes and celebrates all aspects of the film industry and the diverse, talented people who make movies. In September, the Academy announced the 14 winners of the 49th Student Academy Awards. In October, at the Academy Museum Gala, Mickey Lee, Steve McQueen, Julia Roberts, and Tilda Swinton were honored for their powerful work and commitment to cinema. At November's Governor's Awards, the Academy presented honorary Oscars to Yuzan Palsi, Diane Warren, and Peter Weir, and the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award to Michael J. Fox. And in February, at the Academy's Sci-Tech Awards, 14 recipients received Technical Achievement Awards. Scientific and Engineering Awards were presented to 4 recipients. Ryan Laney received an award of commendation, and the Gordon E. Sawyer Award was presented to Ian Neal. For more information on these awards and everything the Academy does year-round, please visit Oscars.org.
Coming up, Elizabeth Banks with the Oscar for Visual Effects, plus a performance by Rihanna. Later, Idris Elba, Nicole Kidman, and John Travolta, plus the awards for original and adapted screenplays. To hear from the nominated writers, scan the QR code. The Oscars are back with 8 nominations, including Best Picture. This is Elvis.
The way you sing, it's God-given, so there can't be nothing wrong with it.
I think if you dream it, you'll do it.
Just gotta be making the most of this thing while I can. This can all be over in a flash.
There's a lot of people saying a lot of things, but in the end, you gotta listen to yourself.
And now, please welcome Elizabeth Banks.
Hit the mark. Thank you. Oh my God, he tripped me.
I recently directed the film Cocaine Bear. And thank you. Without visual effects, this is what the bear would look like. It's terrifying. Stop it. No director wants to deal with this. Okay, what are you doing? Stop it. Stop. Put your paw down. Are you trying to score right now? You need to wait till the after party like everybody else. The Coke is not real. It's visual effects, right? It's all of it. Why are you dragging Sigourney Weaver into this? Do not drag Legend. She doesn't, no, what? The Na'vi are not real. It's visual effects. Avatar's visual effects. Is this All Quiet on the Western Front? Okay, that's visual effects. It was a real war, but real visual effects. Batman flying around, it's not real. Tom Cruise flying around is real, but also visual effects. Wakanda? Wakanda is totally real. Visual effects can enhance any, sorry, my voice. Visual effects can enhance any story and are an incredible tool for filmmakers like me. And without visual effects, Cocaine Bear would have been some actor in a bear suit, probably on cocaine. Here are the nominees for achievement in visual effects. Get Out.
All Quiet on the Western Front, Frank Petzold, Victor Miller, Marcus Frank, and Camille Jafar. Avatar, The Way of Water, Joe Letteri, Richard Bainham, Eric Sandin, and Daniel Barrett. The Batman, Dan Lemon, Russell Earl, Anders Langlands, and Dominic Toohey. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Jeffrey Bauman, Craig Hammack, R. Christopher White, and Dan Sudik. Top Gun Maverick, Ryan Tudhope, Seth Hill, Brian Litzen, and Scott R. Fisher.
And the Oscar goes to Avatar, The Way of Water, Joe Letteri, Richard Bainham, Eric Sandin, and Daniel Barrett.
For all the Na'vi and recons, the designers incorporated elements of the actors into the characters' designs to help translate their performances and bring them to life.
Goramila Mahagut. To James Cameron, or Jim Cameron, whose thumbprint, artistic thumbprint, is on every frame of this movie, honestly. And John Landau, who is the engine who drove us forward. He's like, we accept these awards on behalf of a very, very large crew. We'd like to thank the lab in LA, the lab and the stage crew, both LA and New Zealand. And Weta Effects. They're 2,000 strong in some ways. Lena with the production team, Joe leading the artists, an army of artists, and the amazingly talented supervisor that we have. Our VFX stand on the shoulder of our actors. Our performances are everything.
And we need to thank our families.
That is unfortunate. I happen to know before he was cut off, the Avatar visual team asked me to announce that if anyone's interested, the visual effects after party is at CGI Fridays. They tricked me again. All right, now we're going to do something I don't think has ever been done at the Oscars. While we reset the stage for a very special performance, we invited viewers watching from all over to send questions for the stars, and now I'm going to ask some of the stars some of the questions that the viewers sent in, starting with Malala, who is here. Malala, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Great to have you here, and congratulations on your movie. This question is from Joanne Nicolaitis in Brooklyn, New York. She asks, your work on human rights and education for women and children is an inspiration. As the youngest Nobel Prize winner in history, I was wondering, do you think Harry Styles spit on Chris Pine?
I only talk about peace.
That's, you know what? That's why you're Malala and nobody else is. That's a great answer, Malala. The winner is Malala Land, everybody. And the next question is from Joey Perello from Las Vegas for Colin Farrell.
Haven't seen Joey in years.
Well, Joey would like to ask you, he said, Colin, I loved your performance in The Banshees of Inisherin. My question is, what were you saying in the movie?
I'd like him to go on YouTube and check out SNL last night, and he'll have a good idea.
And that way he'll figure it out? All right, thank you very much. And I apologize for Joey. That's if you and the donkey go out after, text me, okay? Look at this. Creed beats Rocky again. Congratulations. Next question is for, Jessica Chastain. Where is Jessica? Jessica, hi, Jessica. This question, there's no name on this one. It says, Jessica, was it difficult filming your movie, The Martian, because your co-star, Matt Damon, can't read and smells like dog medicine?
I didn't really have a lot of scenes with them, so it was fine.
Excellent. Wonderful. All right. Another fun fact. They feed Matt Damon peanut butter on set to make it look like he's talking. That's... Cocaine Bear, leave Malala alone. Come... All right, we got to get this guy out of here. Please say hello from Black Panther, Danai Gurira.
Ludwig Göransson, Ryan Coogler, Thames, and Rihanna wrote a ballad that speaks from the heart as a tribute to the late Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick's powerful artistry, his magnetism, and incomparable humanity left an indelible mark on our hearts. Chadwick embodied the Wakandan King T'Challa, the one chosen to uplift, to protect, to keep us safe. His legacy will live on for future generations. And as we say in Wakanda, Nkosi Kumkani. Thank you, King. Nominated tonight for Original Song, performing Lift Me Up, royalty in her own right, Rihanna.
Drowning in an endless sea.
Coming up, Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh present the Oscars for original and adapted screenplays. Later, Halle Berry and Harrison Ford. To hear from the sound nominees, scan the QR code. We're back with our next Best Picture nominee. Nominated for 11 Oscars with 2 wins so far tonight. This is Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
My dear Evelyn, every rejection, every disappointment has led you to this moment.
We are back at the Oscars. As you can see, I've changed from a black tuxedo jacket into a white one. The white jacket represents that we've reached the point in the broadcast where I spilled guacamole on the black jacket. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once is the most nominated film of the year. And I want to mention, Michelle, one of its great stars, the one and only 94-year-old James Hong, who's sitting right here. James is a legend. James has been in more than 650 movies and TV shows. He didn't even start acting professionally until he was 25 years old. Before that, he was a civil engineer who helped design the road system here in Los Angeles. And James, allow me to say you were one of our great living actors and one of our worst civil engineers. The roads are unconscionable. But we salute you, James. Our next 2 categories honor the lonely nerds who spend day after day in front of a computer screen. They're called writers, and some of them are about to get an Oscar, which is going to crush on their Tinder profiles. Please welcome Oscar nominees Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield.
So the best screenplays to read are just as alive as the films that they eventually become.
But before the words can flow, writers need that creative spark.
Ruben Östlund said he wanted to create a roller coaster. Yeah! I agree. I fully agree. He wanted to create a roller coaster ride for adults with his take on the uber wealthy. Tony Kushner collaborated with Steven Spielberg remotely during the pandemic after years of convincing him to tell his personal story.
For Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, their screenplay came into focus with the phrase, "Let's put my mum in the Matrix."
That's you.
Martin McDonagh wanted to explore the experience of a breakup, so he imagined 2 buddies at the end of their friendship.
And Todd Field wanted to examine the nuances of modern power dynamics, framing it unexpectedly in the world of classical music.
Here are the nominees for Best Original Screenplay. The Banshees of Inisherin, written by Martin McDonagh.
It takes 2 to tango. I don't want to tango.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, written by Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert.
I got bored one day, and I put everything on a bagel.
The Fabelmans, written by Steven Spielberg and Tony Kushner.
We've gone too far in our story to actually say the end.
Tar, written by Todd Field.
You can bother someone else to try and teach you to crawl to the podium.
Triangle of Sadness, written by Ruben Östlund.
Who am I, Captain? Very good.
And the Oscar goes to Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Daniel Kwan, Daniel Scheinert.
Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert began conceiving their screenplay in 2010, eventually organizing and narrowing down their fragmented ideas by 100.
Oh my God. All right. Okay, I had I had a fantasy as a kid of winning an award and going up and telling off all the teachers that gave my brother and I detention. So here goes. I'm just kidding. These are teachers that changed my life, most of them public school teachers. Miss Dumeyer, Mr. Toole, Mr. Hudson, Mr. Chambers, Madame George, Miss NFL, Ken Cheeseman, Mirta Tochi, Joan Darling, and Edith Hallman. You guys educated me, you inspired me, and you taught me to be less of a butthead. Your turn.
All right, my fast spiel. I never thought of myself as a screenwriter or a storyteller. I never thought I was good enough. I have self-esteem problems. I have to thank all the people. Yes. Thank you. Oh, God, guys. My imposter syndrome is at an all-time high. I need to thank the people who made me the storyteller that I am, starting with my mom, who protected me as a child, protected the inner storyteller. My mom is sitting here somewhere. I don't know where she is. Thank you for all the sacrifices you gave me. My wife, who protects me every day from the most negative thoughts I have, especially when I'm writing, and especially I need to thank Daniel Shiner, who is my confidence. He is the person who told me I was a storyteller and a filmmaker before I could even say that myself, and I would not be here without him. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And to my fellow nominees, thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
And now to the brilliant screenwriters who applied their points of view to the work of a Canadian author, iconic movie characters of the past, a German war novel, a puzzle whodunit, and even a Japanese film based on a novella by Leo Tolstoy.
Here are the nominees for Best Adapted Screenplay. All Quiet on the Western Front, screenplay by Edward Berger, Leslie Patterson, and Ian Stockel, based on the novel by Eric Maria Remarque. Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, written by Ryan Johnson, based on characters created by Ryan Johnson. Living, written by Kazuo Ishiguro, based on the film Ikiru, written by Akira Kurosawa, Shinobu Hashimoto, and Hideo Ogoni. Top Gun Maverick, screenplay by Aaron Kruger and Eric Warren Singer, and Christopher McQuarrie, story by Peter Craig and Justin Marks, based on characters created by Jim Cash and Jack Epps Jr. Women Talking, screenplay by Sarah Polley, based upon the book by Miriam Taves.
And the Oscar goes to Women Talking, Sarah Polley.
Born in Toronto, Sarah Polley made her big screen debut as a child in the Disney classic One Magic Christmas.
First of all, I just want to thank the Academy for not being mortally offended by the words women and talking put so close together like that. Cheers. Miriam Taves wrote an essential novel about a radical act of democracy in which people who don't agree on every single issue manage to sit together in a room and carve out a way forward together, free of violence. They do so not just by talking, but also by listening. The last line of our film is delivered by a young woman to a new baby, and she says, "Your story will be different from ours." It's a promise, a commitment, and an anchor, and it's what I would like to say with all of my might to my three incredible kids, Eve, Isla, and Amy, as they make their way through this complicated, beautiful world. Thank you to the best man I've ever known, David Sandomirsky, for giving me the optimism to believe we can and will do better. Dee Dee Gardner and Frances McDormand, thank you for letting me stand on your shoulders and making this space for me. We have the most incredible cast and the most incredible crew, some of whom are here tonight. Please stand up if you're there or if you're in the nosebleeds. And everybody at home who worked on this film. Oh my God. I accept this on all of our behalf. Thank you. Thank you. Wow.
Coming up, Janelle Monáe and Kate Hudson, and later Idris Elba and Nicole Kidman with the Oscar for Best Director, plus a special performance by Lenny Kravitz. To meet the nominated film editors, scan the QR code. We're back at the Dolby Theater with our final nominee for Best Picture. Nominated for 6 Oscars, this is Top Gun Maverick.
His exploits are legendary. What he has to teach you may mean the difference between life and death.
Trust your instincts. Don't think, just do it.
I'm not a teacher, Ice. I'm a fighter pilot. The Navy needs Maverick.
Please say hello to the pilots from Top Gun Maverick here in this balcony, lower balcony. On behalf of a grateful nation, we salute you, and we thank you for your pretend service. Now it's time for the interactive part of the show. Everybody, please get out your phones, even at home. It's time to vote. If you think Robert Blake should be part of the In Memoriam montage, text "Gimme a Blake" to the number on your screen, or to any number. Text that to your mother if you like. Message and data rates may apply. All right, from Glass Onion, please welcome Janelle Monáe and Oscar nominee Kate Hudson with the Oscar for Sound.
Cinema may be a visual medium, but there's a reason movies didn't stay silent for long.
Sound teams transform images into fully dimensional moments by designing, recording, mixing, and editing everything you hear.
Yeah, and we mean everything. Sure, the Batmobile, it sounds awesome, but someone has to figure out what Batman's garage door sounds like.
That's right, Kate. And someone also has to make F-18 sound kind of F-18ish, right?
Totally. And who decides what a Navi braid sounds like when it hits the water?
I've wondered that. I just found out. These amazing artists.
These amazing artists.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Sound.
All Quiet on the Western Front. Victor Krasho, Frank Kruza, Markus Steiner, Lars Gensel, and Stefan Korta. Avatar: The Way of Water. Julian Howard, Gwendolyn Gates-Whittle, Dick Bernstein, Christopher Boyes, Gary Summers, and Michael Hedges. The Batman, Stuart Wilson, William Files, Douglas Murray, and Andy Nelson. Elvis, David Lee, Wayne Pashley, Andy Nelson, and Michael Keller. Top Gun Maverick, Mark Weingarten, James H. Mather, Al Nelson, Chris Burden, and Mark Taylor.
And the Oscar goes to Top Gun Maverick. Mark Weingarten, James Mather, Al Nielsen, Chris Burden, and Mark Taylor.
The team behind Top Gun Maverick spanned 2 continents and created much of the sound design by recording real aircraft carriers and jet engines.
Thank you, Academy. And thank you to everyone who saw and heard this film together in theaters. Thank you to our incredibly collaborative filmmakers, our director, Joe Kosinski, and our producers, Jerry Bruckheimer, Tom Cruise, Tommy Harper, Chris McQuarrie. Thank you to the sound artists who share this award with us at Skywalker Sound, Bjorn, Chris, Gary, and at Twickenham and Soundbite Studios in London. Thank you to our families, Mom, Dad, Julie, Adam, Aiden, Zach, and Raquel.
We did it.
Yes.
We didn't fall. No, the Oscar. Tonight, we've had the pleasure of seeing performances of this year's best original songs. Once again, here are the nominees.
Applause from Tell It Like a Woman, music and lyric by Diane Warren. Hold My Hand from Top Gun Maverick, music and lyric by Lady Gaga and Bloodpack. Lift Me Up from Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Music by Thames, Rihanna, Ryan Coogler, and Ludwig Göransson. Lyric by Thames and Ryan Coogler. Natu Natu from RRR, music by M.M. Keeravani, lyric by Chandra Bose. This Is a Life from Everything Everywhere All at Once, music by Ryan Lott, David Byrne, and Mitski. Lyric by Ryan Lott and David Byrne.
This is our life.
All right. Are you guys ready? Ooh. RRR.
Chandra Bose originally earned a degree for electrical and electronics engineering before becoming a lyricist. Composer M.M. Keeravani lists John Williams as one of his musical influences.
Thank you, Academy. I grew up listening to the Carpenters, and now here I am with the Oscars. There was only one wish on my mind. So was Rajamouli's and my family's. RRR has to win. Pride of every Indian, and must put me on the top of the world. Thank you, Kartikeya and Variance Films for making this possible. Love you all. Thank you.
Namaste.
Here's two-time Academy Award nominee, John Travolta.
Okay, so in this industry, we have the rare luxury of getting to do what we love for a living, and sometimes getting to do it with people that we come to love. And since tonight is a celebration of the work and the accomplishments of our community in this past year, it is only fitting then that we celebrate those we've lost, who've dedicated their lives to their craft, both in front of and behind the camera. Through their immeasurable contributions, each of them left an individual and indelible mark that shared and informed us. They've touched our hearts, they've made us smile, and became dear friends, who we will always remain hopelessly devoted to. So, here to honor them with a very special performance, please welcome the incomparable Lenny Kravitz.
calling all angels. I need you near to the ground. I have been kneeling and praying to hear a sound. All of my life I've been waiting for someone to love. All of my life I've been waiting for something to love. All of my life I've been waiting for something to love. Day by day, through the years, make my way. Day by day, through the years, day by day, through the years, day by day, through the years, day by day, day by day.
Please welcome Zoe Saldana and three-time Oscar nominee Sigourney Weaver.
You know, we may have come a long way from actually cutting and pasting film together by hand, but editing remains one of the most complex parts of the storytelling process.
Editors have to comb through hours and hours of footage and decide which takes make the movie and which wind up on the cutting room floor.
Yeah. And whether working with a massive machine like this one or at a computer, editors still accomplish the same amazing feat, translating time, rhythm, and performance into a compelling story on screen. Here are the nominees for achievement in film editing.
The Banshees of Inisherin, Mikkel E.G. Nilsson. Elvis, Matt Villa and Jonathan Redmond. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, Paul Rogers. Tar, Monica Vili. Top Gun Maverick, Eddie Hamilton.
And the Oscar goes to Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, Paul Rogers.
Editor Paul Rogers met the Daniels, directors of Everything Everywhere All at Once, at Daniel Scheinert's birthday party.
Oh, thank you. Wow, this is too much. This is my second film, y'all. This is crazy. I have to thank my wife, the most incredible woman in the room. My family, my mama's up here somewhere. I don't know. She'll scream. There she is. My Parallax family, Luke Lynch, you know. My team, Ashish, Zukan, Jing, and Carrie up there. And Dan and Daniel, wherever you are. Yeah, there you are. I hope you know, look, your friends, the people who care about you, we're not here because of the incredible, wonderful, strange, beautiful movies you make. We're here because you guys are incredible, kind, generous, strange, sexy people. And we'll be here. If all this goes away, we're still here with you. To the cast, it's been the honor of my career to work with you. I hope I did right by you. I care deeply about every one of you. So, yeah, thank you.
Not only was that Paul's second movie, he edited the whole thing while completely tripping on ayahuasca. I think that's very impressive. Anyone who's ever received a text message from their father knows how important editing is. Editors do amazing things. Editors can turn 44,000 hours of violent insurrection footage into a respectful sightseeing tour of the Capitol. Their work is underappreciated. And now here to present the award for directing, Idris Elba and Oscar winner Nicole Kidman.
At the very first Oscars, 2 awards were presented for directing, one for comedy and one for drama. But the following year, the directing awards were combined to acknowledge that the genre of a movie isn't what matters most, but rather the vision and skill of the filmmaker bringing the story to the big screen.
The mark of a cinematic genius is to craft an experience that not only entertains us for a few hours, but also stays with us for a lifetime and reminds us why we fell in love with the movies. Here are the nominees for achievement in directing.
Martin McDonagh, The Banshees of Inisherin. Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Steven Spielberg, The Fabelmans. Todd Field, Tar. Ruben Östlund, Triangle of Sadness.
All right.
And the Oscar goes to Everything Everywhere All at Once, Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert.
Known collectively as the Daniels, Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert met while studying at Emerson College in Boston. They began their career as music video directors.
Thank you, sir. Our fellow nominees, you guys are our heroes. This is weird. We want to dedicate this to the mommies, all the mommies of the world, to our moms. Specifically my mom and dad, Ken and Becky. Thank you for not squashing my creativity when I was making really disturbing horror films or really perverted comedy films or dressing in drag as a kid, which is a threat to nobody. Yeah, thank you to everybody who worked on our movie.
I know every director agrees with me when I say a director is nothing without their incredible cast and crew. This is my family, my friends. If our movie has greatness and genius, it is only because they have greatness and genius flowing through their hearts and souls and minds, and they gave that to us, they gave that precious gift to our film. The world is opening up to the fact that genius does not stem from individuals like us on stage, but rather genius emerges from the collective. We are all products of our context. We are all descendants of something and someone, and I want to acknowledge my context, my immigrant parents, my father who fell in love with movies because he needed to escape the world and thus passed that love of movies on to me, my mother who is a creative soul who wanted to be a dancer, an actor, and singer, but could not afford the luxury of that life path and then gave it to me, my incredible brothers and sisters who helped me survive the chaos of childhood, my friends from high school who taught me sorry, I'm just going to keep going. The RCCC, you taught me the liberating freedom of creativity and joy, and your DNA is in this film as well. My incredible son, Gio, you rearrange my DNA every day, and it's awful and beautiful every single time. If you ever watch this, I hope you know that you should never have to live up to this standard. This is not normal. This is kind of crazy. I will love you no matter what. And lastly, I just want to go back to my original point. There is greatness in every single person. It doesn't matter who they are. You have a genius that is waiting to erupt. You just need to find the right people to unlock that. Thank you so much to everyone who has unlocked my genius. This means so much to us. Thank you to the Academy.
Coming up, Jessica Chastain and Halle Berry with lead actor and lead actress. Plus, Harrison Ford presents Best Picture.
Welcome back to the Oscars. Congratulations to the Daniels on their joint win for directing. What a great speech. So many great speeches tonight. And, you know, there was a time in this country when two men wouldn't have been allowed to share custody of an Oscar. And I think it's wonderful. We've come such a long way. Did you know, this is interesting, the last directing team to win an Oscar was Congressman George Santos. We only have 3 awards left to go, but we're going to stretch them out and really make a meal out of them. Here to present actor and actress in a leading role, please welcome Oscar winners Jessica Chastain and Halle Berry.
When an actor or actress first approaches a role, we use every tool at our disposal to help us create the world of the character.
You can find valuable pieces of insight from anything around you. The script, the director, your fellow actors, the costume, everything.
Yet it's what a performer brings to the role personally that truly forges that character into existence. These nominees showed intelligence, curiosity, and a commitment to revealing their character's humanity in every aspect of their portrayals.
Here are the nominees for performance by an actor in a leading role.
Austin Butler, Elvis.
I'm gonna show you what the real Elvis is like tonight.
I'm ready. Ready to fly.
Colin Farrell, The Banshees of Inisherin.
I used to think how to be nice you could be. One of nice, good guys. You used to be nice. Or did you never used to be? Oh, God. Maybe you never used to be.
Brendan Fraser, The Whale.
You're an amazing person, Ellie. I couldn't ask for a more incredible daughter.
Are you actually trying to parent me right now?
Ellie, look at me. Who would want me to be a part of their life?
Paul Mescal, After Sun.
Never know where you'll end up. You can live wherever you want to live. You can be whoever you want to be. You have time.
Bill Nye, Living.
How did it happen? It's small wonder I didn't notice what I was becoming. And then I remembered what it was like to be alive. If only to be alive like that for one day.
And the Oscar goes to Brendan Fraser. The Whale.
As a child, Brendan Fraser developed an interest in acting after seeing a West End performance of the musical Oliver.
So this is what the multiverse looks like. Oh, my goodness. I thank the Academy for this honor and for our studio A24 for making such a bold film. And I'm grateful to Darren Aronofsky for throwing me a creative lifeline and hauling me aboard the good ship, The Whale, that was written by Samuel D. Hunter, who is our lighthouse. Gentlemen, you laid your whale-sized hearts bare so that we could see into your souls like no one else could do, and it is my honor to be named alongside you in this category. I want to tell you that only whales can swim at the depth of the talent of Hong Chow. And I started in this business 30 years ago, and things, they didn't come easily to me, but there was a facility that I didn't appreciate at the time until it stopped. And I just want to say thank you for this acknowledgement, because it couldn't be done without my cast. It's been like I've been on a diving expedition on the bottom of the ocean, and the air on the line to the surface is on a launch being watched over by some people in my life, like my sons Holden and Leland and Griffin. I love you, Griffey. My manager, Joanne Colonna, Jennifer Plant, and my best first mate, Jeannie. Thank you again, each one and all. I'm so grateful to you. Good night.
I don't know what I'm going to say. And now, here are the nominees for a performance by an actress in a leading role.
Cate Blanchett, Tar.
You want to dance the mask, you must service the composer. You got to sublimate yourself, your ego, and yes, your identity.
You must, in fact, stand in front of the public and God and obliterate yourself.
Ana de Armas, Blonde.
Imagine you belong. People love you. They want you. Just that alone. And it's worth anything.
Andrea Riseborough to Leslie.
I spent too much of my life hiding with people I don't even know. When I'm done with hiding, I'm done with being run off.
I don't want to be a good mama. I want to be a good mama again.
Michelle Williams, The Fabelmans.
Despite my countless faults, I'm not ruining everything for everyone. I'm gonna not be selfish. I'm gonna be your mom.
Michelle Yeoh, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Maybe there is something out there. Something that explains why, no matter what, I still want to be here with you. I will always want to be here with you.
And the Oscar goes to Michelle Yeoh. All at
As a child, Michelle Yeoh studied to become a ballet dancer, and despite her illustrious career in action films, has no formal training in martial arts.
Thank you. Thank you for all the little boys and girls who look like me watching tonight. This is a beacon of hope and possibilities. This is proof that dreams dream big and dreams do come true. And ladies, don't let anybody tell you you are ever past your prime. Never give up. I wouldn't be standing here tonight without the Daniels, without A24, without my amazing cast and crew, without everyone who was involved with Everything Everywhere All at Once. But I have to dedicate this to my mom, all the moms in the world, because they are really the superheroes. And without them, none of us will be here tonight. She's 84, and I'm taking this home to her. She's watching right now in Malaysia, KL, with my family and friends. I love you guys. I'm bringing this home to you. And also to my extended family in Hong Kong, where I started my career. Thank you for letting me stand on your shoulders, giving me a leg up so that I can be here today. And to my godchildren, to my sisters, all of them, to my brothers, to my family. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the Academy. This is history in the making. Thank you.
And now, please welcome Academy Award nominee Harrison Ford.
From intimate stories to blockbusters,
The films nominated for our final award tonight brought movie theaters around the world back to theaters. Whether providing a few hours of welcome escape or the opportunity to connect emotionally with different cultures, or inspiring reflection, encouraging empathy. Movies can transform our lives. The movies we honor tonight have real power. Once again, here are the nominees for Best Picture. All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar, The Way of Water, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Tar, Top Gun Maverick, Triangle of Sadness, Women Talking. And the Oscar goes to Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Nominated for 11 Academy Awards, Everything Everywhere All at Once won 7 Oscars tonight for actor in a supporting role, actress in a supporting role, original screenplay, film editing, directing, actress in a leading role, and Best Picture.
This feels incredible. There is no movie without our brilliant and big-hearted cast and crew, but not just these beautiful souls here. Also up there and in Little Tokyo, we see you. So this award is ours. It's intimidating speaking up here, let me just tell you that. I never thought I would get to say this, so I say it with one voice with all these people. Thank you to the Academy. A24, thank you so much. You saw our weirdness and supported us for a year theatrically. That's incredible, thank you. To my brilliant and beautiful wife, Ani, if all this shiny stuff and tuxedos goes away, I would just love to do laundry and taxes with you for the rest of my life. But this is for my dad, who, like so many immigrant parents, died young. And he is so proud of me, not because of this, but because we made this movie with what he taught me to do, which is no person is more important than prophets, and no one is more important than anyone else. And these weirdos right here supported me in doing that. Wang Da Zhang, memory eternal. Daniels, I don't know what to say. I love you guys. You just won Best Picture.
Hey! We've said enough tonight. I just want to say that thank you so much to everyone here. You have all inspired me. I think one of the things that I realized growing up was that one of the best things we can do for each other is shelter each other from the chaos of this crazy world we live in. Thank you to the storytellers here who did that for me. The world is changing rapidly, and I fear that our stories are not keeping at pace. And sometimes it's a little scary knowing that movies move at the rate of years, and the world on the internet is moving at the rate of milliseconds. But I have great faith in our stories. These stories have changed my life, and they've done that for generations, and I know that we'll get through this. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Everyone have a good night. Thank you for watching.
Well, that's it. We did it. Great work, Crisis Team. I want to thanks to the Academy for having me again. It has been an honor to be here with you. I want to thank Glenn Weiss, Ricky Kirshner, Molly McNerney, Ricky Miner, our orchestra, our ASL interpreters, and the whole Oscars production crew. Thanks to everyone who's part of the show. Apologies to Matt Damon. Sorry we went a little long. I'll be back on my show tomorrow night. Thanks for watching. We now join Good Morning America, already in progress. Good night.
All members of the Academy who are eligible are invited to vote their nominations for Best Picture. In most other categories, the nominations are decided by a vote of the members working in that specific category. Then the entire membership chooses from those nominations the recipients of the Oscars. And finally, the results of all the secret voting are known only to the independent accounting firm of PricewaterhouseCoopers until the sealed envelopes are opened on the air.